Hello guys, and gamers, and welcome back to another video. Now Pokemon has over 1,000 creatures right now, and they're not all created equally. Some of them become fan favorites like Charizard or Greninja, and some of them are less so like Simisear or Bruxish. And most of the time, you have a pretty solid reason for liking or disliking a Pokemon, but because I am an insane person, I don't like them for a reason that makes sense. I don't dislike Cresselia for being annoying in competitive Pokemon, or I don't like Charizard for being overmarketed. I hate these Pokemon, or very heavily dislike them, because of extremely silly reasons. For you to really understand what I'm actually talking about and how silly they are, let's start off with number 1. Trevenant. So Trevenant is this cool looking ghost tree Pokemon, and overall I kind of like it. It looks cool. But I don't like it because of one annoying little detail. It looks cool, these haunted tree things are not the most unique idea out there, but still, I love it. It's such a cool idea for a Pokemon, but what ruins Trevenant for me is that it's just fucking short. It is such a short Pokemon, I don't understand it. Like, you go outside and you look at trees, they're like 5 times taller than you are, and here's Trevenant with its height of like 1.5 meters or whatever the fuck that is in the United States measurement things. How many feet it is? I don't know, it has quite a lot of them. So, yeah, but it is really short. This is supposed to be like a really menacing Pokemon, and here it is, the size of a 3rd grader. It's supposed to be a tree. Why not make it like really big? 10 meters. Like, it should be at least 5 times bigger than it already is. It makes no sense to me. I don't like Trevenant because of this reason. Because it's just so tiny. This is not it. I'm sorry. I'm height shaming a fucking fantasy tree, but I'm actually not just shaming one of them, I'm shaming the entire species, so actually that is way worse, isn't it? Number 2, we have Entei. And Entei, for the entirety of my childhood, I thought was pretty cool. I have no idea it's supposed to be a cat or a dog. It's supposed to be a legendary dog, but it looks more like a cat. I don't know about that. But it was so cool in the movie. I watched the movie when I was a little kid. I understood some of it, but Entei was cool. Not as cool as Mewtwo in its first movie, but still pretty okay. But the reason why I hate Entei is really obscure. It is all because of this art. This one singular Pokemon card, which I by the way have, and I would be delighted to trade away. And the thing about this card that really rubs me the wrong way is not anything that the card does, because I only collect Pokemon cards, I don't like playing them, what do I look like, a nerd? It's that one thing about Entei's design really looks odd to me, and I cannot unsee it when I look at Entei nowadays, and it's the feet, especially the toes. They look so weird, it looks so scrumpy. I don't like it. Why are the toes so shiny? It looks bad. It looks really, really bad. And whenever I look at Entei now, I just look at the toes and reminded of this horrible art on this card. Congratulations to the artist, you can do a good job, but I just don't like the way you draw Entei in this one particular case, and now the whole Pokemon is ruined for me. Thank you, but that is the case. Now moving on to number 3, and when it comes to Pokemon legendary designs, there is one way worse than Entei. And this is somewhat of a recent discovery for me. I just noticed it one day not because of any Pokemon cards or anything. I just noticed it in the official design and it has bugged me ever since, and now I'm creeped out by this Pokemon. And that is Tornadus. Now, when the Genie Trio first came out in Pokemon Black and White, they look fine, but they all look basically similar. You have the green one, you have the blue one, and you have the ground one. They look fine, but a bit similar, and people didn't like that. So they made new designs, and I would say most of them look much better. The only one that doesn't look better is Tornadus, and it's just a bird. But what really bothers me about this bird is that, did you notice this one red gem in a really weird position on the official art? Yeah, it kind of looks like a genitalia, doesn't it? Yeah, the other ones don't have anything like this. Thundurus does have a visible gem, but it blends in with its like other colors. But for some reason, Tornadus, they just made it red. Kind of looks like an animal genital. So, have fun seeing Tornadus after this video if you watched this far. So, yeah, that Pokemon's not rude for me. Okay, fourth Pokemon that we're going to talk about in this video is Galarian Zigzagoon. And the reason why I don't like it is because I have way too many of them as shiny. Usually, getting a shiny Pokemon is great, love it. It looks so cool. And hey, Galarian Zigzagoon does have a really awesome shiny form. But the reason that really made me dislike it is that I saw it all the time in Pokemon Go while I was playing it like last year. I was playing it for a bit, and for like a solid year and a half it was always everywhere. It even had its own community day, so you got even more shinies that way. You just getting them. They were always somewhere on the nearby, and they always had like a boosted shiny rate for no reason. So I ended up having like 13 of them. Okay, and the final Pokemon that I want to talk about in this video is actually a group of Pokemon. You have Pokemon like Houndstone, Sableye, Spiritomb, Cursula, and Runegrikus. Now try to guess for a second, pause the video if you will, why I don't like this group of Pokemon. What is something that ties them together? They're all ghost type, yes, but they're not all of the ghost types. I have nothing against ghost types. The reason why I don't like these Pokemon is because none of them are ghost and rock type, even though all of them have a reason to be. And why would I want one of them to be a ghost and rock type? Is because to this day, ghost and rock remains one of the unused type combinations in Pokemon. All Pokemon, over 1,000 of them, none of them ghost rock, even though all of these have a really legitimate reason of being ghost and rock. Cursula, for example, well, Cursula was water and rock, and it's literally a dead rock. So, why not add the ghost type? I don't know, but it's just ghost. Spiritomb. It's an evil spirit trapped within a key stone. Runegrikus is made out of rune stone that's haunted. Houndstone is a dead dog that literally has a grave stone on its head, and part of its name is stone. And then Sableye. It's an evil little gremlin that eats gemstones, and has gemstones part of its design, mostly the eyes, but there's other ones there as well. So I don't get why none of them are actually ghost and rock. If at least one of them was, I wouldn't hate any of these Pokemon, but because none of them are, I kind of dislike them because of this. So it's really weird. It's really baffling to me why this is the case. But that's just how it is. Sometimes Pokemon makes like absolutely no sense, even though the games are great most of the time, and all of the other media, animation, manga, cards, they're lovely. But yeah, sometimes you just get these small little things about Pokemon that you just absolutely hate. Yeah. But yeah, that was my list. I don't have any more. Well, I probably would if I just kept thinking about things. But I think this is a good place to stop this video. And hey, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below or on the side or probably up. Who knows what YouTube will do in the future, but leave a comment somewhere in here. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye-bye.